Hi, my name is Jack Farrick with Catchers U, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how to recover balls that you block properly. Many catchers, when we start working on blocking, we focus a lot of about how the ball hits us and how do we take that impact. And you see most of the drills that catchers do and their workouts is the first part of three things that you have to do to have a successful block play, which is just the block part. Okay, and the block part is very important. Blocking the ball, keeping it in front of you, trying to keep the ball close to you. That's very, very important. But there's two more components to that play that we have to be ready and able to do every single time we block. And that's block, recover, throw. Block, recover, throw. And so in today's video, we're going to just talk about how to recover these balls efficiently and with the ability to make that next play. So we always want to train working on how to complete the play. We want to be a complete catcher. We want to make sure that when we are in the game, we are prepared to make that play. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is once we get down to that catching stance and once we get down to our block, right, we got to be able to be in a position where when we block, we're over top of the ball and our chin is tucked. But we want to make sure we have a feel for where the ball is so we can kind of see where the ball goes off of our body. So if it goes off in front of our body, now we're going to be in the recovery phase. All right? We're going to be in the recovery part. So what we want to work on is not giving up. I hear a lot of catchers say, I got to get up faster, I got to get up faster. The issue with getting up is it's taking away from the real goal, which is getting to. I don't want to get up to the ball, I want to get to the ball. And what I mean by that is you'll see a lot of catchers jump up, they'll flip their feet up, they'll stand up, okay? And if I'm trying to recover any of these three balls, those movements, 1, 2, are taking me away from the ball. They're taking me away from the runner, they're taking me away from the play, they're giving that runner a couple steps advantage because now I'm working away from the ball rather than working towards the ball. So what we want to work on is how to kind of walk out of our stance and stay in our legs when we're recovering the ball and ready to throw. So the biggest thing that we want to make sure that we're working on is two things. One, we want to keep our chest over the ball for as long as possible. The longer my chest can stay over top of the ball, the longer I'm going to give that ball a reason to stay straight down and stay close to my body. So when I block and I recover, I block. Now when I take my step, I'm going to drive forward, but I'm going to keep my chest over top of the ball. And this is super important because it does two things. One, it keeps my chest over so the ball doesn't go anywhere. Two, it keeps me in a better position now to explode out to that ball. To explode out. 1, 2, being ready to recover that ball. So I want to make sure when I'm blocking and I'm recovering, I'm thinking get to the ball. I'm not thinking about getting up. I'm thinking about getting to. So what I want to work on as much as I can, okay, is when I go down, boom, and I block, I want to be able to walk out of my stance, keep my chest over top, and keep my goal to working to the ball. 1, 2, ready to throw. Always want to set my body up to the base ahead. Okay, so if there's a runner on first base and they take off, I want to make sure that I'm prepared to throw to second base. I can always walk the runner back because on a ball that's in the dirt, if the runner doesn't advance, that's still a good play. So I always want to make sure that I'm set up to throw to the base ahead. And then, so if that runner takes off, I'm ready to throw. If the runner stays in the middle, I can walk him back. But if he gets caught, I'm prepared to throw ahead. So we always make sure that that runner does not advance. When it comes to which foot we should do, okay, it's going to be kind of catcher's choice. The closer the ball is, if we're in a position where that ball is closer to me, I still like my catchers to recover first instead of reach. And when my catchers reach, that's when I get myself into a bad position. So I don't want to reach for anything. So when I block that ball, if it's in here, I can still just step, grab the ball, and now I'm ready to throw. We're not worried about getting the ball into our hand. We're worried about being in a position where we can get to the ball, where we can make a good throw. That's our main goal, is to make sure that we are ready to make a good throw and we are actively working. So one drill, you can do at home. Okay, we break it down. We'll work on this ball right here. Okay, we'll go down the block. Okay, stay nice and wide. Okay, when I go, and all we're gonna do is just say step, and then recover. Get to that ball. Going the other way. Okay, go down. Step. Recover. Hopefully this video helps you out. It makes you understand a little bit more of how to get to the ball rather than getting up when you're recovering balls after you block.